So, what did he say? He called me Michelob. Michelob. Like a beer.
So I called her Michelob. Michelob. Like the beer? Did I mention that I met Gandhi the other day?
Ugh.
Hey waiter. How about a Michelob?
So what did you do? I got up and walked the hell out of there. Who could blame you? What was he thinking? I swear, that man has beer on the brain.
What were you thinking? I must have had beer on the brain. A Michelob commercial had just played on the TV during a game sponsored by Michelob. I was thinking about ordering a Michelob, and then she just asks me that question out of nowhere. Beer on the brain? This beer is already going to my brain.
You ask him if he loves you and he says, of course I love you, Michelob. That's infuriating. Mostly it was just really embarrassing. Not as embarrassing as Sam and Dave's Dracula movie. Sam and Dave made a Dracula movie.
You know, this is really painful. Can we change the subject? By all means. What's on your mind? Did I hear right that you made a Dracula movie? Wrote one. With Dale. You mean Dave. His name's Dave. Needless to say, you're going to want to talk about my Dracula movie.
Okay. Yeah, Sam and Dave wrote a Dracula movie. Really? I can't believe you didn't know about it. It's all they talk about on social media. I don't use Twitter anymore. Too much Trump. I get on there to check for recipes or wish my cousin a happy birthday, and before I know it I'm being called a libtard or social justice warrior or feminazi. It's toxic, all right. Dare I ask? How was it? Their Dracula movie. Yeah. It was horrible. I've had more pleasurable hangovers.
So how was it? It was. Well, it was. It was incredible. Just incredible.
That bad? Bed sore bad? You wouldn't believe it. You could tell it was supposed to be scary. But?
I'm willing to admit we made some mistakes. Like? Well, the whole conceit was that Dracula can't see himself in the mirror, so his minions keep giving him funny haircuts. So we came up with this terrific idea.
And that idea was?
Dracula can't see his reflection.
So in an otherwise terrifying movie he ends up with stupid haircuts.
Oh, you saw it.
A flock of seagulls' hair? On Dracula. And that wasn't the worst of it. Are you pulling my leg? I wish. At one point his hair was spiked, dyed royal blue, and on the sides they had shaved in. Go Rangers.
Go Rangers? I told you we made some mistakes. Didn't that evoke laughter? That was the whole point.
Uh-huh.
They'd see Go Rangers shaved under his faux hawk. And they'd just sit there laughing so hard that Dracula had no trouble catching them.
Wow. I guess. I don't know what to say to follow that up either.
No offense, but I'm not sure why you'd write a screenplay with Dave anyway. I had no choice. Most of the ideas were his anyway. Why doesn't that surprise me? Hey, believe me, man, I did my share. But Dave just talks a lot about everything. And he's in here like all the time. Too much, really. Yeah, I go see Sammy like every day. And he appreciates it. What would he do without me? We make each other laugh.
Now that, I do believe.
Of course. Like just the other day he called me Dale instead of Dave.
Well, I'm sure he was only joking.
Well, of course he was only joking. I'm his best friend. He knows my name. I honestly thought his name was Dale. The whole time? The whole time. Up until I read the written by credits at our movie premiere. How is that possible? I find that it's best to tune him out for my own safety and sanity. I mean, any minute now he could just walk in and ask me what Creedence Clearwater Revival's obsession with right-hand side bathrooms was. What happens when you don't tune him out? I end up writing a screenplay with him about Dracula with hockey hair.
Michelob. Yeah. Michelob.
Hey waiter? Another Michelob. So, fancy a Michelob. Very funny. But yeah, I'll have a quick one.
So who did you see it with? The Dracula movie, I mean. Oh. I watched it with Jessica. Really? How is Jessica?
Look, I like Dale and all. It's Dave. Look, I like Dave and all, Mr. Michelob. But he's the last guy who should ever get annoyed by me getting his name wrong. He did this whole thing about Gandhi's first name. Mohandas? Yeah. But then I tried to tell him Creed Bratton's real name, and he's a total jackass about it. William Schneider. Yeah. How do you know this shit? Bar trivia. I'm on X-Men Team Blue. We don't do bar trivia here. You go to other bars? Hey, look at the time.
But enough about my romantic disasters. How is your love life? Well, I've been kind of sleeping with Sam lately, actually. You and Sammy? Wow. How is he? Oh, good. About what you'd expect. Though a lot more cosplay than I would have predicted.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sammy's gay.
No, he isn't.
The guy knows nothing about 1980s Wrangler jeans commercials. And he's way more into cosplay than you'd expect too. Then Dave had the nerve to say I have a robotic voice. You? Me. I mean, has he heard himself? Cold. Too cold. I'm glad I don't have a robotic voice. Right. Well, anyway. So have you tried talking to Chrissy? Yeah, but she won't respond to any of my Twitter messages. Well then call her, Mr. Michelob. Is that seriously gonna be my new nickname? Don't overreact, Scott. Just call her. Let's compromise. I'll text her. That could work too. Dear Chrissy. Yes, I love you.
Sorry, Lizzie. I got a text. Go ahead. Oh shit. It's Scott. What's he want? Well, he called me by my name and said he loves me. That's a good start. Is it? Or has he set the bar so low that this looks good by comparison? Well, text him back. What movie? Oh shit. He says we have to see the new Dracula movie.
Nice. She's agreed to see me. Good. Now call her by the right name. Will do. It's just a movie, but who knows? Go get her, Tarzan. Right. And hey, I owe you, man. Huh. Guess that means Lizzie is free tonight. Good thing I kept the Dracula costume from the movie. Yeah, I was gonna call him on it when he said Savoy Brown was a quintet. And we were only talking about 4 blue X-Men.
Uh-huh.
But I decided to give it to him since Archangel is blue in the comics.
Of course he did.
I'm that kind of guy.
Hold that thought. Oh. Too bad. I gotta run, Dave.
It's Dale. No, wait. It is Dave. That's weird.
Yeah, well look. Scott and Chrissy got back together, which means Lizzie's plans fell through, so she totally asked me to keep her company, especially because she's not in the mood to have sex with a mop-top Dracula tonight.
But what about our date?
Boom. Rain check.
But I didn't even get to tell you about how I met Mahatma Gandhi.
Next time, Dave.
So you do want a second date?
You know what? Why not? Call me Dave.
Well, alright. She is gonna love that Gandhi story. Well, time to go see Sammy. He's probably lost without me as usual. Ha! She probably won't believe the Gandhi story anyway. It's true though. Wait, did she say Lizzie is having sex with Dracula? What did I miss?
10 minutes later, just outside of Sammy's bar.
What the double hockey sticks? If we have listening ears, God speaks to us in our own language, whatever the language be, my son. Whoa, dumb luck.